Hey everybody, I'm Ruben Capetillo.
I'm Ruben Cantu.
And we are the owners of Integrity Auto Repair here in Edinburgh, Texas. So as our first video on Intro to the Basics, we are going to show you how to jumpstart a vehicle properly without frying any modules or without burning the cables. So first thing you want to do
is open it.
Let's take the cables out of the bag. So for this video purposes, this vehicle right here is dead. This vehicle right here is a good one, which we're going to call the donor vehicle. So got the cables?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you're going to do it with a second person, make sure you communicate with them so that way everything gets installed properly. If you do it by yourself, then at least you know what you're doing. First thing you want to do is on the vehicle, the donor vehicle, the good one, you want to put the cable on the positive. You want to keep these separate at all times, untangled, not touching. So positive on the good one. Then positive on the dead vehicle.
And you still got these disconnected. They're not touching.
Okay, and then you're going to do negative on the donor vehicle. Now on the dead vehicle, you got two options. The first thing you want to do is find a chassis ground, which is pretty much any metal component in your engine bay. That's not aluminum. It's got to be a good metal contact point. If you can't find it, the ground is fine. Like in this case right here, the ground is kind of hard to get to. So I'm going to do the chassis ground. Now, as you're putting the cables on, at each step, make sure that they are nice and tight and they are making good contact. So as you're putting them on, you want to wiggle them at that point, not afterward, not when they're already connected, because any little spark can create a module to burn out or whatever the case may be. You don't want to do that. So right now that we have everything hooked up, everything's nice and tight, he's going to start that vehicle up because that's the good vehicle, the donor vehicle. Start up for 1 or 2 minutes, let it start charging the dead vehicle battery, and then I can go ahead and fire that one up. Now, once you've waited a couple minutes, fire yours up. Everything's good to go. As soon as it's running, leave it running. You want to disconnect them in the reverse order. And make sure that the cable is away from the fan and all that stuff too. So get rid of the tension, slack. Take up the negative, take up the negative. Take up the positive, positive. So then at the end, once you got your cables put away, just make sure that your battery covers, everything's back in order where it was. Close your hood. Don't put your fingers. It does hurt.
So Ruben, why would anybody need to jumpstart the vehicle?
Well, there could be many things going on with the vehicle. I mean, you may have accidentally hit the headlight switch on your way out of your vehicle. Let's say you're at the grocery store 45 minutes. You hit the headlight switch, they stayed on while you were shopping. Come back to find a dead battery. You may have had some kind of light staying on inside your vehicle, causing a drain. That can cause your battery to go weak. You might have a bad cell in your battery that when your vehicle is running, everything is okay. Once you shut it off, there's not enough cranking amps, not enough voltage to start up. Could be another issue. So,
well, what if you get all this done, you put everything on there, and the vehicle still doesn't crank?
Well, if you have the cables connected for a good 3 to 5 minutes and you don't even get a click, then more than likely you have another issue going on, possibly not a battery issue anymore. Now, you may have a starter that's just binding. You may have a starter relay issue. You may have a bad neutral safety switch. Something else might be going on. So I would just say if you can't get it to at least crank or want to attempt to turn over within 5 minutes, get a wrecker to tow you to your trusted mechanic shop and have them check it out. So other than that, I mean, this is just our first video, Intro to Basics. Teach you how to connect the vehicle jumpstart cables properly without shorting out a module, without frying the cables or injuring yourself. So again, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.
Have a good one.